How you doing, folks? Welcome back to Armored Warfare with Scout. Today I'm going to be bringing you some gameplay featuring the MBT-70, the Tier 6 Premium Main Battle Tank. This was part of the Lord of War package that I picked up when I decided to go ahead and help found Armored Warfare. Now, I thought at the time that this was going to be an exclusive vehicle for a year. You had to have a Founders package to get it. But I note that as of today, I just downloaded the patch. It's still listed off to the left where the other premium vehicles are for sale. So I don't know if you can still get this or not. If you can, and you enjoy Armored Warfare, and you have the, the financial means to purchase the tank, I would definitely recommend that you give that some consideration, because this is a fantastic vehicle. What makes it great? It's got pretty good armor, not as good as it was in early access. They gave it some frontal weak points in order to help balance it. But it's still pretty stout. Its turret especially is strong. And even its lower glacis, if you don't have a straight-on shot at it, its lower glacis can be tricky to penetrate. It's got a pretty good gun, 152mm gun launcher, very similar to the one on the Sheridan, except this one has armor piercing, which I love. It means that if you choose the right ammo type for the appropriate target, you can do some hideous damage in this thing, although the reload is pretty bad. And last but not least, it's maneuverable. Man, this thing feels like a modern main battle tank, and it will shift across the battlefield if you give it some time. What's this guy doing? Oh, look out, Joker. It takes it a minute to wind up, but once it gets wound up, man, this thing is fast, and you're going to see all of that in this gameplay today. So, bad news bears came up here. Several enemy tanks. There's an MBT-70 looking at us, and bam, right into his lower glacis. Unfortunately, took one in return there, but that's not a bad trade. Got to be careful in this engagement. Very much outnumbered. And it looks like a Chieftain Mark V up there. The MBT-70. I saw a T-64 briefly. So we're going to have to be careful and pick our shots. There we go, that's what we wanted. Able to put a big hit into that Chieftain there and not take any damage in return. We like trades like that. Not really a trade though. Just angling for a shot here. Want to be patient. We're outnumbered. Don't take any risks we don't need to. As you can see, I'm not above using a silly person for cover if he's going to continue to pull out in front of me. Looking for that MBT-70. There we go. Sink another shot into him.
Identify.
And now we just got to wait on the reload. Like I was alluding to earlier, the reload is really the only downside to this tank. And yeah, look at that. MBT-70 wants no more. He's bugging out. So right now we're getting the better of this engagement. Put one into that Starship. He thought he was side scraping there. He angled a little bit too hard, and we were able to get the penetration. Just waiting on that reload now. Gonna try it again. Unfortunately, the angle gets us this time, but I really can't complain. We've been horribly outnumbered this engagement. We're still getting the best of all these tanks, so just gonna wait here. Give him a chance to back out and make a mistake. Maybe I'll be able to plant another shot into him. Come on, Mr. Starship. What you want to do? There we go. Just got to be patient sometimes. I don't really want to rush out from behind this hulk of a T-64 here. You see that VFM to the right of the Starship. I know he's just waiting on me to expose my lower glacis or one of my weak points. And we're not really sure where everybody else went around that corner. As soon as we come out and into the open, with my luck, they'll all pull out and get me. But you can see that the western flank is not going very well, so we got to get aggressive, got to do something. Come out, push a little bit forward here, and sink a big shot into that Chieftain. And starting to really get worried here. Well, if that VFM's still there, he ain't happy. I want to push, but it doesn't look like I have a lot of backup, but it also doesn't look like I have a choice. The western flank is caving even faster. There's another good shot in the VFM-5, and it looks like despite my best efforts to hold all these tanks up, it wasn't me alone. Even if that T-64 did absolutely nothing, him just being there helped me move up, secure the kill on the Chieftain. Really hoping right now that the tanks behind me will turn around and go back to the cap while I cover their back as they turn around. Trying to run down the rest of the tanks that might be up here in the corner so that they'll be clear. And of course they're not going to do it. So as usual, if you want anything done, you got to do it yourself. And now it's a race to get back to the flag. Really unfortunate after the performance we put on down here, down this roadway here. And just look at the speed of the MBT-70. This seems pretty normal, but watch this tank kick it into high gear as it comes around this corner on the flat. And there you really see it start to kick in. Look how fast we're moving now. Obviously the only chance we got to go all the way down there to the road that cuts straight into the flag and then just basically charge forward, take the hits, dam the Sabo rounds full speed ahead, and hope we can get there in time to get a reset. Doesn't look like we're going to make it. It's going to be really close. We're spotted. Can't quite spot them yet. And time runs out right as we finally render the enemy. So yeah. Kind of disgusted really that was a defeat. But you know, what more can you do? You can't be everywhere. You can only be in one place at a time. And I felt like I did everything right there to win. You know, I can't defend both flanks at the same time. I went into the city, which is where I think you should be as a main battle tank. And despite being outnumbered and out-tanked, we won that engagement. So I'm still pretty happy with that game. We got the Master Gunnery badge there, the Iron Star, 1,972 experience points on a defeat. And look at that damage. I mean, we mauled those tanks. 4,325 points of total damage. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the role we had in that game. And look at the experience that we got on that expeditionary tank. Was making jokes at the end, but look at the experience he got compared to the experience I got. And look at the rest of the team. I mean, that just kind of sums it up there. You can only do so much, but look at the role that I was able to play in the MBT-70, and I'm not the greatest, so let's try this again and see if we can get a win. Alright, so here we are back in our MBT-70 on Lost Island this time. Kind of interesting map. I like this tank. I like this tank. I like this map when I'm in a tank, is what I was trying to say. I do not like this map in an armored fighting vehicle. I don't think there are enough opportunities for AFVs here. So, start of the match, once again, tiered pretty well. And once again, look at the speed of the MBT-70. Now, this isn't exactly blazing speed, but for a main battle tank moving cross-country like this is pretty swift. And again, it's just one of the things that I love about this tank. Enables us to quickly move up and get an aggressive position early up here by this rock, which is where you frequently, if I can speak, see a lot of tank fights happening. And MBT-70 there. We're going to keep moving. We'll let the folks behind us take care of him. And here's at least one. What is that? That's an MBT-70. See if we can get a shot on his flank. Oh, unlucky. The T-72 actually pulled up into that shot, and it hit the just barely tagged the upper glacis of the T-72 and bounced because of the awkward angle. So there's is that another? Yeah, it's another T-72. Put a good shot into him there, and the T-72 with us hit him as well. So that guy's not feeling too spiffy at all. See if we can get up here and get a kill on that T-72. Again, we just got to be patient, take our shots. Oh, unlucky again. We had a good shot on the lower glacis of that T-72 there, but his wingman pulled up at just the right second, and we actually tagged him instead. Whoops. We got caught up with our friendly T-72 for just a second there, but we get it straightened out pretty quickly. On down. Just waiting on the reload now, going to be patient. Might have a flank shot here. Ooh. Take a big hit. Going to move up. Want to take my shot since I took one. Oh. Was going for the flank shot there, but he was turning. I thought I could squeak it in time, and unfortunately he gets that tank turned around just enough that we bounce on the side armor because of the angle. Waiting on the reload, moving back up to support our wingman here. Like to get a shot at this guy right here. There we go, sink a good hit into the lower glacis of that T-72. And he pops smoke he doesn't want anymore. Probably trying to back out and get to a better position. Let's see if we can move up. Oh, I thought our wingman had the kill, but apparently he bounced, so we'll move up and secure the kill. And just look at the teamwork involved there. That's 3 tanks working this one little road, I want to say, and we not once jammed each other up, not once hit each other, took another shot. You know, big shout out to these two guys. Who's that? Terror and Felipe, I think is how you say that. BR Felipe. Man, that was a fun engagement right there. I felt like I was back at work in my tank, working with wingman. To work 3 tanks in that little bitty lane like that and just abuse the enemy, that's pretty good, especially considering obviously we have no comms, we're not talking to each other, we're not even typing. So that was just good teamwork right there, more than anything that I in particular did. And wish I could get more teams like those two guys right there. That was a lot of fun. So now we're just mopping up the opposition right here around this rock. Time to turn around and go back, see if we can save the other flank now. And again, one of the things that I really love about the MBT-70, it's not like an M60A3 or some of the other MBTs that you've driven prior to this. It actually has the speed to do that. Once again, tearing down this road. And oh, please don't pull out in front of me. Please don't turn. Oh, flipping road hog, man. Get out of the way. Good spot. I think I'm going to go up this hill to the right here and try to get on this clump of enemy tanks up here. And what have we got? That's a Leopard 1A5. Put a good shot into him. There's Bradley down there in the low ground, but I don't want to go mess with him. I want to finish off these tanks. I mean, yeah, I can finish off the Bradley. I would rather kill tanks and then come back for the Bradley. Expeditionary tank here. Good shot there. Secure the kill. Ow. I was going to push and try to get on down there, but it looks like this M60A3 wants a piece of me, so I will gladly oblige him. This is not a good engagement for either one of us. He's shooting at my turret and I'm shooting at his, so he unfortunately rushed his shot, which enables me to push over the ridge and secure the kill, even though it was only 60 points of damage. Probably actually lost money on that round, but hey, can't win the game if you don't kill tanks, so we'll take it. Likely that last armored fighting vehicle is out here in the water somewhere. So I'm going to push along the edge of the water and see if I can spot him. Where has he gone? He's probably out here somewhere to my left, or on the hills, kind of straight down this road, more towards where the XM1 is. Oh, we're spotted. And the XM1 would have spotted him if he was on the hill, so he's got to be out here in the water somewhere. So we're going to cut left here and follow the XM1. Spotted again, so he's definitely out here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Get up around this little island here. No shot here. Yeah, he's on the far side. These islands are kind of taller than you would think. Low profile vehicles are actually able to hide behind them. They're more like sand dunes really in some ways. And again, look at the speed of the MBT-70. Even plowing through this water, it moves right along at a good clip. Get up here and see if we can get a shot. I think he killed that XM1 with an ATGM, so he should still be on reload. Woo, that was lucky. Rush shot, but we got not only a hit, but a good hit into this guy. And now we're reloading heat. Even AP would have killed him, but heat is what you should be shooting at these guys. You see he tried to shoot an ATGM at us, but it's actually very hard to hit with ATGMs at that close range, and especially if you already start kind of canning up at an angle like we both were because we parked on the beach. The ATGM just can't get down fast enough from its launch trajectory in order to hit. So something that we should all learn from right there. if you're playing and if you're an AFV player at all, be very, very careful how you use ATGMs at point blank range because the missile flies up and then out. So be aware of that if you're going to try to use it at point blank range. You got to give that missile time to get down. So here we are with the result screens for that battle on Lost Island. As you can see, I got the Master Gunner medal and the gold medal. 3,295 points of damage, 2,236 points of spotting damage, and 6,656 points of experience, or reputation I should be saying, for that victory on Lost Island. So yeah, really shows you how dominant the MBT-70 can be when it's top tier. So for that, folks, I'm going to call it a wrap on our look at the MBT-70. I do want to bring you one more thing though. Got a little bonus for you. I have some live PvE footage of the BMPT Terminator to show you guys. It's another vehicle that came with the Lord of War pack. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to that now. I'll share that with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
No time to lose.
Yeah, I was coming around their flank with 4 ATGMs. I was like, oh, somebody's going to get it.
Get over there and secure that bird.
Yeah, I didn't know it was me that was going to get it though.
I tell you, there's so many things about this game that I just absolutely love.
Identify. Hostile PC. No man, down.
I'm telling you guys,
No man.
we started doing it. It's a great game, and you guys are gonna love it.
No man.
And you guys did believe us.
No man. No man.
Apparently I can't pin a Bradley. Who knew?
Yeah, he bounced me.
Yeah, I shot a heat round inside of a Bradley too, and I was like, what? Are you serious?
No, his ERA will eat your heat rounds, but 30 mic should go right through him. Oh shit, that's a leopard.
I got him.
Loading ATGMs.
No bad.
Of course the fucking bastard turns.
Get some heat ready for these fuckers. Plenty of soft skins around. Who is it? He's dead. Leo 285, I can get you.
No pen. Target eliminated.
I love this gun with the heat rounds when he tears through them.
I love it when I run out of ammo when he's got 20 hit points left.
Don't you though? I'm gonna go run into this truck real quick.
Those supply trucks belong to the NPAA. Black Company, if you can, destroy their supply trucks. Do not let them expand into this area.
Oh, the laser here. Mary Lou and something.
Red Lake, fire for effect.
And
Going
Lisa.
far left.
Move out, move, move! Target hit.
707 right into the bastard.
Take that.
Seriously, where's this third truck?
Up.
Alright, I'm going in the circle of death. Maybe not. Where is this thing?
I have no clue. Maybe it's a no spawn?
Just assault for the objective, don't stay on the objective.
Oh, we're looking for that secondary objective.
Yeah, we're not gonna find it.
They're all over here.
Oh, they're gonna be everywhere. Just wait for it.
Go fast. Target hit. Ricochet.
Oh, there's an MBT over there.
Target hit. Target destroyed. Nail them. Enemy destroyed.
What the fuck is shooting me?
Oh! Blew up his periscope.
We got a fucking awesome fucking behind us. Wasn't even showing up.
Yes, we nailed them.
I don't know, I didn't see him either. I'm right back.
Target eliminated.
Black Company, forget about those trucks. Secure the chopper's crash site before the enemies get there.
That was kind of hokey, though. There was no secondary objective we could do. That sucks. That cost us a lot of points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the box was there. We were sitting on top of it.
It's a glitch in it. It's a glitch in this level. Occasionally with that truck spawn, the truck actually won't spawn. But
And I
not
didn't see
always
it.
on that mission.
Yeah, and last game too, I didn't see it at all.
Yeah. When they spawn there, if that truck spawns there, you don't get the secondary. But this is the only map, and that was the only spawn rotation that does that. So it's a very minor bug. I'm pretty sure they'd be aware of it, but hey.